To use the standardized internal control questionnaire, certain basic assumptions about the elements of good internal controls are taken into account. List out a few assumption that a basic assumption of a element of good internal control systems taken. So you're questioning on the assumptions. So ICQ, internal control questionnaire. You want to ask what is a questionnaire? To use the internal control questionnaire, certain basic assumptions such elements of good control taken into account. These are certain procedures in general used to most business concept and essential in achieving reliable internal control. So achieve the internal control. This is most of things about. Is a time-tested assumption. A deposit in bank or entire receipt in daily balances of the cash books and ledger periodic reconciliation with control accounts. Example, wide use of practice, which is considered good practice. Besides good control practices, basic operation given rise to practice to exist in all business irrespective of the nature. What I was saying, so every day deposit should be done. What is a deposit? Every day cash purchases, cash sales, the amount we collected to be deposited. Second, the ledger should be cross verified regularly. Check the entries. Organization or such as permit or extensive division of duties and responsibilities. The larger the organization, the greater the scope of such deviation. So duties to be divided. So this person should this duty, this person should this duty, not one person who have all the duties. Such a we should see. The larger the organization, larger the scope of divisions. Employee concerned in accounting functions not assigned any custodial function. So the bookkeeper can't control the stock. The cash receiver can't control the cash book. Not both should not be there. So the salesperson can't control the cash. Such a way should have control for that. No single person is trusted with the responsibility of completing transactions themselves. Two-level authentication to be there. That is what been said. There should always be evidence to identify a person who has done the work, whether involving authorization, implementation, checking. Whatever the employees work they do, there should be checking should be there and entry should be there. Who did this entry, which date that thing. Work performed by each one is expected to come under review of another in usual course of routine. At least maker checker concept should be there. It is a proper documentation, recording of transaction. Everything should be recorded, everything to be documented regarding a transaction. This control should be maintained in the company. So these are the steps. These are the steps that is the question we should ask. So is there like ways? Is the organization there? Make a checker policy is there. Who is checking? One single person can do both or not. Such a way you should ask questions. Is the employee rotation is there? Such a questions. This is the question. A raise question should be asked.